Okay, liebe Freunde, wir sind hier bei der GT Masters am Nürburgring. Wir haben heute das große Glück, mit Jesse Krohn zu sprechen. Wir machen das Ganze auf Englisch, weil er spricht kein Deutsch. Aber das kriegen wir auf jeden Fall hin. Wie gesagt, wir versuchen mal ein bisschen Untertitel einzufügen. Und Jesse, thanks for the interview. Yeah, you're a professional driver now. You started in kart sports and were driving in Formula Ford and Formula Renault. After that, you were a junior driver for BMW, drove a lot of VLN and got into Z4 and now the M6. How was it for you to get into the VLN and the Z4? Was it a big difference? Was it good for your sport? Was it good for your career?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, going through the ranks since I started when I was 5, going through all the little Formula cars and moving up to GT cars in 2011, and driving at first the M235 in the VLN, and obviously making the step to the GT3s, which is like the king class here in the VLN. Was a mega step and definitely good for the career, and since then it's now progressed to the M6.
All right. You just told us that you are driving the M6. How is it really different? What do you think about the car? Is it a good car? Is it competitive? Because until now in the ADAC GT Masters there was no win. I mean, you had a lot of crashes where the BMW was involved, but it was not at fault. What do you think? Do you have a chance to win, actually, some races?
Yeah, well, as you know, it's the first year of the car. It's early in the development. We're making big steps with the car every time we come to the track. And this year things haven't gone our way all the time. We've had some bad luck, and it's a car with a lot of potential. We haven't harvested all the potential yet, but it's coming, and the potential is so big that I'm sure we're going to do well once we get all the little things sorted with the car.
Okay, that sounds great. I mean, just right after Spa 24 hours, I don't know if you watched that.
Of course.
Yeah, the whole BMW won this race. It was a fantastic job, and I hope you do the same, actually, in the further races now. I mean, you're pretty quick with the car, that's obvious. We talked about Simracing before. Did you ever drive? What do you drive in iRacing? You said you drive iRacing. Do you drive open wheelers or more GT cars? What do you do there?
I try to keep it in the area that I do normally, so I drive GT cars. I'm actually looking forward to getting the M6 hopefully one day in the iRacing, but so far it hasn't happened. And I use a lot of iRacing to prepare for the races. I try to set up the cars realistically rather than what's quick on iRacing, because it's sometimes two different things. Sometimes if you make a car that's difficult to drive on iRacing, it can be really quick, but for me it doesn't help my driving on the normal track, so I try to find a setup that's realistic, not necessarily the quickest as I said, but as close to the real thing as I can. So I use a lot of sim racing to prepare.
All right. So I assume you drive the BMW Z4 now, actually.
Yeah. Always the Z4.
All right.
Because I've made the most work with the setup to make it realistic, and I don't want to go through the same thing with the other newer cars. And I know the Z4 from the past, so it's a good way to prepare.
Yeah. Talking about realistic, for example, camber. What is realistic in a Z4? The realistic way and the iRacing way. I mean, you talked about that. It's too much. Sometimes it's two different things.
Yeah. Well, basically, if I get a mint setup from us in the Z4 on the Nürburgring GP track, and I put all the data straight into iRacing, it won't be the same. It doesn't. Somehow the simulation is not correct in this way. So you have to find a special iRacing setup, and it depends. I can't say what camber, for example, works, because it depends so much on different tracks where we go to, and it's never the same. So, but basically, if you take the exact same setup, feed it into iRacing, it won't work.
So, what is for example, a realistic camber setting for the Z4? What would that be? Like, how many degrees would be realistic? So I have never driven the GT3 car,
Yeah.
but I've driven it on iRacing. I made some setups.
Normally around 1 is what we run.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's way different from what we drive in iRacing.
Yeah.
What is suitable. I think for the Nordschleife VLN iRacing races, we use like 3.4 on the front,
Yeah.
which is, by thinking, way too much, but it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes
That's why,
it's just a bit too much.
yeah, that's why it's taken me a long time to find the setup, because necessarily the logical way what would work on a real race car doesn't work on iRacing, and you need to find the Simracing way of doing it, and that takes a lot of time and a lot of hours to put in the car. But like I said, now I've been able to find a realistic setup that I can really use as a training and preparation for the races.
Okay, so you really use it for example, this race. You sit down at home and...
Yeah, always before a race, if there's a track in iRacing that I can practice with, like some of the tracks, like for example Nürburgring wasn't there, so obviously I couldn't do it. But Nürburgring I did some laps, and every time I have the chance, obviously I try to do it. And, it's definitely cutting the curve, getting to the quickest time. Once you arrive to the racetrack, you already have a feeling, and yeah, it helps.
May I ask you, which setup are you using at home? What kind of wheel?
In iRacing.
Yeah, for example, what
No,
kind of
mate,
wheel?
I can't remember. It's I use the base setup. I haven't.
No, not the setup. I mean your rig. What kind of steering wheel?
I've
you
got
use?
Fanatec V2
Yeah,
Club Sport.
Yeah, Club Sport. Yeah.
V3 pedals, Obuto Revolution rig, and then at the moment I just have one TV screen, but I'm looking to get the.
Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have that one.
Is it good?
It's brilliant. For iRacing, it's just brilliant. You feel like you're in a car, not in front of monitors anymore. It's really
that's
great.
what I want to do. That's why I didn't get. I've got the 3 TV rig, but I decided it's no point buying 3 TVs if I'm gonna get the Oculus Rift anyway. So
yeah, the Oculus Rift is on the point at the moment the best thing you can ever have for iRacing. The problem is, for example, for R-Factor you can't use Oculus Rift. So many people
I don't use R-Factor.
Well, R-Factor simulation-wise is mainly the best one.
Really?
Yeah.
R-Factor?
Yeah.
All right.
R-Factor 2, simulation-wise, tire simulation and stuff, iRacing and Assetto Corsa, etc. can't compete with R-Factor.
All right.
It's really, really good. It's just graphics-wise and performance-wise not as good.
Yeah, no, but I don't need the graphics if the actual game, the simulation is correct. I actually have R-Factor, but the cars I've driven there, and I haven't had the best feeling. But I guess if you do some work with the setup and so on, then
definitely. You need to do some work with the setup. Otherwise, you have no chance.
Yeah.
But it's pretty realistically, and the most mods for R-Factor 2 are pretty damn good as well. For example, you can drive the M6 in R-Factor now with the Apex mod, yeah?
So someone's
you should
done
really,
it.
You should really give it a try.
I've got
We're actually racing the car also in the league.
All right.
So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Maybe you can hook me up with some setups and
we can do that, sure. If you want to drive a race with us.
Yeah, be good. I'm saying I'm not the quickest sim racer because it
doesn't matter. It's just for fun, you know.
Yeah, I can do it.
Well, we can definitely figure something out.
Yeah.
Good. All right, mate. Then thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. I think you wanted to show us the steering wheel.
Yeah.
We will do that in the next video, and get prepared for that. I will just say goodbye and thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, also wie gesagt, das war Jesse Krohn. Wir werden jetzt mal gleich das Lenkrad ein wenig anschauen und damit wünsche ich noch viel Spaß und bis die Tage. Ciao, ciao.